Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. This is another episode of Facebook Live. I'm Mally from C Spot Run, and I'm not going to be training any dogs today. I wanted to just share with you guys some amazing news. I'm actually going to be getting a puppy very soon, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the decision-making process that led to me getting this puppy. So some of you may know that I, up until recently, owned two dogs. One was a Maltese Lhasa Apso named Coco. Unfortunately, we lost her in June. And I still have Mitzi, the miniature schnauzer, whom I love dearly. But she's quite old now, and she's not in the greatest of health. And I'm a dog trainer, and one of the things about being a dog trainer is that having our own dogs, it's like having an essential tool. Dog trainers use our own dogs not only to hone our skills when we learn something new or develop a new skill. The first dog that we go to is our own dog. But we also often take our own dogs to do private consultations, helping other clients maybe rehabilitate dogs that have some antisocial behaviors. So for the past couple of years, I've really struggled with not having a dog of my own. Mitzi and Coco are both on the mature age side of things, and it's not really fair to work an older dog. So I often beg, borrow, and steal other people's dogs that I know are really, really great. But I guess timing-wise was really bad for me with regards to getting a new dog. I should have probably done it about 3 or 4 years ago. But I was in the stage of having babies of my own and moving house and renovating house and running a business, and it just didn't seem to be the right time. And I also suffer from something that I like to call breed decision paralysis. I think a lot of trainers like myself maybe get this, where we know a lot about breeds, the good things, the bad things, and what those breeds are like, because we work with so many different breeds. And so when I often thought about, what breed of dog should I get for myself, I just suffer from this decision paralysis, because I know every good thing and bad thing about each of those dogs. So I really struggled a little bit with that. But just last year, I was asked to come and do a consultation for a lovely couple that lived not too far from where I do, who were getting a puppy, and they were first-time dog owners. And I offered to help them out with, understanding what they needed to do to raise a puppy. And when I got there, I said, okay, so what breed did you decide to get? And they said a Bichon Frise. And I'd worked with Bichon Frises before. They're lovely little dogs. But within 5 minutes of meeting this little dog, she's a female Bichon named Ziggy, I just knew she had something special about her. She was a bright spark in the room, very intelligent, and I had so many wonderful opportunities in the first year of Ziggy's life to work with her, to socialize her, to train her, and she just kept giving back so much. And I just thought, wow, this is an amazing little dog. And I decided to give Ziggy's mum a call, and I said, Annette, can you just give me the name of the breeder? And I wouldn't mind just having a little chat with him to see if he had any litters planned for this year. And she gave me his details. He's a breeder in New South Wales, so within driving distance of where I live. And I called him up and just inquired to see if he had a litter planned with the same pairing that Ziggy's parents came from. So same bitch and same sire, to see if maybe, hey, I could get my own version of a Ziggy. And sure enough, Ziggy's mum was pregnant at the time, and this was just before Christmas time. So I put my name down, and I spoke to two of my dear friends and close colleagues, Vicky Austin, who has mentored me so much over the years, and I can't credit her enough with being one of the best trainers in Australia. And I called her up and I said, would you laugh at me as a dog trainer if I said to you I was going to get a Bichon? And she totally supported that decision. She thought Bichons were great little dogs, and thought that they were very much an overlooked breed when it came to finding a good family dog. And then I contacted my good friend Libby Young from the Sound Hound in Manly. I also respect Libby's advice and expertise as a dog trainer as well. And I asked Libby what she thought, and Libby just said to me, if I was a dog, I would marry a Bichon. So she had so many great things to say about them as well. And so for me, that kind of having that support from two of my mentors going forward with getting a Bichon just sealed the deal. So I went down yesterday and I took a look at the litter of puppies. Ziggy's mum is named Mildred, and she had 2 girls, 2 females, and 3 boys. I had it in my head that I wanted a female, just because I have had female dogs in my adult life, both Mitzi and Coco being female. Unfortunately, the 2 females were already spoken for, so I was kind of left with the option of picking one of the males, and I'm still kind of wrapping my head around that. Growing up, my sister and I and my family, we always had male dogs, or the majority of dogs that we had in the house were males, and we loved them to death. We loved them to bits, but I think I'm just gonna have to wrap my head around having a male Bichon in the house. But we're really excited, you know, so it's something to look forward to, and I'm really excited to have this puppy come into my life. Also too, being a puppy class instructor, I kind of felt like, you know, I know what it takes to raise a puppy, but I really want to re-experience the ins and outs and the days of having a puppy, so that I can really relate to my puppy class students and really have a good understanding of just what they're going through on a day-to-day basis. And I think that's really important. So I'll be looking forward to having a Bichon in my life, to, you know, as a puppy, and raising it and socializing it and training it the way that I've been telling people to train theirs, and hopefully getting the same great result with my own puppy as we have with others that I've worked with. So we have a small problem. The small problem is my husband, Colt Ludi, love you dearly. Who's watching right now. He wasn't too keen on getting a small white fluffy dog, and I know that he'll come around. I hope he comes around. And he said to me a few weeks ago, he said, you know, if you get to decide the breed, I get to decide the name. Well, the name he's come up with, I'm not too sure about. He's decided to name the puppy Pickles von Fritz Helmet III, which I can barely say out loud. And so, sorry Colt, I'm just not sure that that's gonna cut it, but we'll see. But what I would like from everybody that's watching right now, or everybody that watches this video later on, if you can help me decide on a name, I would love for you to put a name that you could picture a Bichon Frise, a male, being named in the comment thread. And if we decide to pick one of those names for the Bichon, we would love to provide you with my training equipment pack. These are the essential tools that I use to train dogs. So I guess it's a cotton webbing lead, a treat pouch, a clicker, and a front clip harness. So just to show you a couple of them here. Just because I just think that this is the basic essential training pack, then yeah, we would love to offer that prize for anybody that comes up with a great name for this little Bichon. I'll also put a photo of the Bichon Frise puppy that we've chosen in the comment thread after this video wraps up. And yeah, I guess all I have to say really is just wish me luck on this journey, and I can't wait to introduce you guys to the Bichon in a few weeks. So thanks, and watch this space.